Okay, today is an exciting day. I finally got in another piece of studio equipment. It's my third light. It's a ring light. I've been getting some comments about shadows in my videos. So, I thought I would take care of that problem. Now, it's a ring light, but it's called a Diva ring light. So if at any point in any future videos you see me striking a pose, it's because I have a Diva ring light. That was a lame joke, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so I'm gonna get up to the video and hopefully this makes a difference. Oh, 1 second. Today's episode has to do with the main article here on Realtor the magazine. If you do get this magazine, I highly encourage you read the main article. If you don't have it, I'm gonna link to it down below. It's definitely worth a read. It basically centers around the psychology that your client experiences throughout the real estate buying or selling process. It's really quite fascinating. But my topic is gonna basically be building on this a little bit. And what else am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, EAP TV. Okay, so here was my current setup. This is how I normally set my videos. And now we're gonna see what kind of difference this ring light makes. In 3, 2, 1. Pretty intense. I'm liking it. Now then, back to what I was talking about. This is Realtor the magazine. There was an article entitled Know What Makes Your Clients Tick. It's on page 22 if you have the physical copy. If not, again, I'm gonna link to the digital copy down below. Definitely worth a read. I always love things that have to do with psychology. We get questions like that in the Beat Zillow group every now and then. They're always worth reviewing. But what I wanted to talk about, this gave me an idea. This basically gave me an idea for the caption of this video. Can you read your client's mind? And I believe to some extent, you can. With the different tools available to you today, like retargeting or tracking using the Cookies app on your lead sites and Google Analytics, there's so much information available to you in terms of what people are doing on your website, how long they stayed, what they were looking at. And with all that information, I still see a lot of copy and paste follow-up systems. It's the exact same follow-up everywhere throughout the site. And so I'm not gonna actually give you scripts here in the video. I did write out some stuff in a blog post that'll be thrown up either today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna basically be outlining why you should have a very diverse follow-up system and the thought process that a lead actually goes through when they're leaving their information in a contact form as opposed to an Instafarm page or a landing page as opposed to a blog. So we're gonna cover exactly why you should have different follow-ups depending on where your lead left your information. Some of them might seem very straightforward, but other ones you may not have thought of. Now, the one place where you're gonna get the most motivated lead, obviously, is somebody who left you their info immediately after viewing a listing. That's the most motivated lead that you're gonna get on your website. So when you follow up with them, you need to be as direct, specific, and focused as possible. Again, I'm not gonna go through specific scripts here in the video, but this is where you wanna go for the kill. This is where you set yourself up to pounce. You know they're reviewing an individual property, you can be as direct, and you can discuss that immediately. One of the biggest concerns I see is, hey, I don't want to alert the person that I know they were looking at this individual property or looking at this specific page when I follow up with them. And I think that's the right mindset to have. People don't like being alerted to the fact that they're being tracked, but in this specific instance, when it's a listing, go for the kill. Bring up the property itself, ask when they want to schedule a closing, ask them if they need any more information. Again, I'm going to have examples of follow-ups you can have in the blog post. Aside from an individual listing, there are two other areas I want to focus on specifically that I think get overlooked. Instafarm is a very big one, and for those of you who aren't lead site users, Instafarm is basically our version of community pages. And there's two different ways you can go about following up with someone on Instafarm. You can send out an email, leaving it rather open, saying, hey, hope you liked the website. If there's any specific areas that you liked, I'd love to answer any more questions. Of course, you want to touch on the subject matter because you know they were looking at a featured area on your page, not a specific listing, but an individual area. The reason you don't want to be as direct with these specific leads is because they're at a different stage in the real estate buying or selling process. On average, for age groups over the age of 49 anyway, they spend about 30 to 45 days on the market, and this is after they've already started viewing individual listings. I'm going to have a link to that report as well in the blog post. Go check that out. But if this person's not checking out individual listings, then that means they're still looking at areas. They haven't really narrowed their focus down to individual houses yet. And that particular segment of leads is actually on a 10-week search cycle on average. And it's important to understand that these leads are no less important than people looking at individual listings. These are ones that are going to close in the future. You want to be setting yourself up for future success. These particular leads will probably be a little more apprehensive to the fact that you're tracking them. So again, keep your response focused on the idea, the subject, but a little less direct than you would somebody who just viewed an individual listing. Now there's something unique you can do, especially with your InstaFarm pages when it comes to lead site users. You do have Texty available to you, and another common mistake, much like email that I see, is people using the exact same text being sent out through Texty through every single contact form. When somebody leaves their information on you and they sign up to learn more for a featured area, I would suggest email or text. I would not do both. One of the biggest things people are most apprehensive about is being bombarded with sales pitches and contact requests. Today, everybody's inbox is being slammed with marketing material from a wide range of subscriptions, different companies. So anytime you can use Texty to actually create a personalized response, you're going to see a much better success rate with that. Finally, we have people who are just at the informative stage of the real estate buying or selling process. They're checking out the blogs, they're looking at the home buyer's guide, they're just getting familiar with information. These are the ones you're going to want to be very open with. Just, hey, thanks for checking out the website. If there's any information that you need, let me know. I would love to get it back to you for completely free. Definitely just make yourself available, but this is the most vague that you'll ever want to be with a specific lead. And you can see the different stages. Depending on where people are leaving you their information, you can see how it should vary. You're catching people at different stages of their real estate buying or selling process. I think that's the third time I've said that. So because people are at different points in their own real estate experience, they shouldn't all be getting the exact same follow-up. If you do that, you're going to minimize your effective conversion. People are looking for information and follow-up that's catered to them and their individual needs. So take advantage of the fact that you already know what they've specifically looked at and where they're currently at in their real estate process. Leveraging that type of information is what's going to give you a one step up, and it's almost going to be like you're reading their minds. And that's all I got for you today, guys. I just wanted to touch on how important it is to cater and tailor your follow-up system based on where people are leaving you information and what they're looking at before they've left you information. You do have tools available that allow you to see all of that information, and making decisions based on that is going to help you increase your conversion significantly. I'm going to stop the video now. I can see a big yellow circle when I look anywhere in the room, and the camera's sitting directly in the center of the ring light, so you should probably limit the amount of exposure you have directly to a ring light. Tune in for another video this week, guys. I've got another one coming up, and I'm excited. I'll see you soon. Bye. Best organic Facebook post for real estate. I still see a lot of agents posting incorrectly.